We came to the Listening Center because we tried many, many different therapies before, but increasingly we thought that what was happening was that it was kind of like the therapies were coming in and not landing on receptive ears. And we got to the point where we thought we need to do something where his brain becomes more receptive. And luckily in that period I was reading about Dr. Norman Doidge's book, The Brain's Way of Healing. There was a whole bit about Paul Medall and the Listening Center, and as a result we came here and it was the best decision ever. In terms of what happened during the program, we went to 2-3 week sessions that were intensives, and during that time a number of things happened. My son, who had always been rather depressed, that lifted right away, which was incredible. And then gradually other things started happening, and after the first 3 weeks we saw these first initial things, especially the depression was lifting and that kind of thing. But what we saw by the end was that he had become more social, he'd become more spontaneous, he'd become much more able to focus in school, and as a result making more friends and being more accepted by the group, and that was so important. That was kind of how the program helped us, and the results were profound, and I can honestly say that 4 years later that impact is still continuing. In terms of impact on the family, I can't stress enough how much happier our family is after going through this experience. It was difficult, and everyone knows who has a child with a diagnosis that a family situation can be strained at best and really quite fraught at worst. And what I want to say is that as he got better, we all got better. And I really can't put a price on that peace and happiness in the family that we have now. Also in terms of investment, we did find that it was a bit of an initial investment to make, but when you consider that Paul and the Listening Center make a point of only taking children that they believe they can help, that have a reasonable chance of being helped, we were one of those, and so we gladly took the opportunity, and it's been wonderful. And when you think that you've given a child the chance to become a contributing member of society, a happy person, possibly with the opportunity to have relationships and a job later on in his life, there's certainly no better investment possible. So thank you, Listening Center.